Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch battery on your Armitron digital watch. This is the men's version, or let's say a medium-sized model, the Pro Sport. This is going to operate with the CR 2025 watch battery. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to this particular battery, as well as to all the watch tools that I use throughout this video. There is also a smaller version, as you can see, the Armitron Pro Sport digital watch as well. This is going to be a ladies watch, and I believe that this has clearly a smaller watch battery. I'm going to do a battery replacement on this particular model as well. So if you have this one, make sure to check out the link in the description box below in order to have the exact model that you have. For today's video, we are going to do it on this one. So we are going to need a few basic watchmaker tools in order to open the watch, to open the watch battery cage, and also to do the AC reset and to remove the watch battery. So I'm going to use a non-conductive pair of tweezers. Here I have the carbon version. I also have a plastic version. So in case you do not have the option, you can also do it with the metallic one, but there is a big chance that your battery is going to be drained a little. Then I have the pin remover, because I need to to remove the strap in order to have access to the back. A metallic pair of tweezers, as I mentioned, and screwdriver, so a small screwdriver that has the Phillips head. In case you want to start working on your watches, I would definitely recommend to go and purchase the basic watchmaker toolkit. You have all the basic watch tools, very similar to those that I use throughout the video, so make sure to check it out, link in the description box below. You can also open screw down backs, you can adjust bracelets, so there is going to be a bunch of extra stuff that you can do, and also a watch press in case you operate watches that have the snap-off back, just like this one. So what I would recommend when you start to work on your watches is to select a part of the table of your workspace where you are going to put everything that you take out from your watch. On this particular model, we need to remove the strap, or at least half of the strap, so one end of the strap, in order to be able to remove the stainless steel back. It seems it has drilled holes here, so I'll try to use those in order to remove the strap. So I'm going to push them all the way, and then I'll try to pull it aside, and as you can see, I managed to remove this end. For the purpose of this video, so that you have better access, so a better view to what I'm doing, I will remove both ends, but as I mentioned, you will be able to pull the metallic back underneath from one end, so you only need to remove one end in case you have this exact model. So I'm going to put the strap aside, and now we are going to switch to the Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to remove all 4 screws. Some of you might wonder whether you can keep that water resistance of 100 meters or even higher, for example on Casio or G-Shock watches that have 200 meters of water resistance, if you replace the watch battery by yourself. If done correctly, so if done properly, if you put everything back together as it was, so the gasket, the back of the watch, the screws need to be tight, but not too tight in order not to damage the gasket, you will be able to actually keep that water resistance. If you want to test, let's say, your skills out, you can remove the movement, you can put the screws back together, and you can immerse the case, so the watch, without the movement inside water, to actually see if your battery replacement is done correctly, if that is something that you want to do. Something that you want to know is that when you remove the back of the watch, you can see that we have Armitron written this way, and it is going to be the same way on the front, so it is always going to match the front. You can keep the watch on the table on your workspace, and you can remove the back and position it as you found it on the watch. Here there are going to be a few things that we need to talk about. You'll be able to see that after we do the battery replacement, you can see that in order to restart after changing the battery, we need to also do an AC reset. And I'm also going to show you how to do that after we remove the battery. Now, when you open these types of watches, you'll be able to see that we have a small, let's say, battery cage this metallic part that actually holds the battery together, and it is going to have this end right here where we need to open the battery cage. Now, in order to do so, you are going to need a metallic pair of tweezers. Maybe you can even use a needle, and you want to insert the needle or one tip of your pair of tweezers just like this. So in between the plastic and the metallic part right here, make sure to go at a 90-degree angle, and then we are going to push it to the side, so to the corner, and as you can see, it is going to open up the battery cage. So that is going to be a very easy process to do once you get the swing of it. If this is the first time that you are doing it, make sure to take your time. Do not apply too much pressure. You do not want to bend this part right here. You do not want to break it, because as you can see, if you break it or damage it, this battery cage won't close. Now guys, after we have opened the watch battery cage, we are going to have access to the watch battery. So I can use my non-metallic pair of tweezers in order to remove the watch battery, as you can see right here. And we will be able to read on the watch battery, as you can see, CR2025. This is the exact battery type that you are going to need for this particular Armitron model. Also, once again, link in the description box below. I'm going to use this exact watch battery because, as you can see, it was working. So I'm going to insert it with the plus facing upwards, because that is how we found it. Make sure to take your time and see whether it goes inside the groove or not. You might find other batteries around that are very similar in size, but are going to be, let's say, thicker or thinner. This is the CR 2016, and it is going to be thinner, but you can also find the CR 2032 that is going to be even thicker compared to the 2025. Now, what you want to do is to use the exact watch battery type that you found inside. In case you use a thicker watch battery type, the watch cage won't close or can even break, and if you use a thinner one, the watch won't have enough battery. You can also damage the movement, so make sure to use the exact watch battery that you found inside your watch. Now I'm going to close the watch battery cage, as I have shown you already, and now we have to do the AC reset. As you can see, to restart after changing battery, short circuit the 2 points to each other as indicated by the reset arrow. Now what you want to do is to look all over the back of the movement, and here, for example, we have a reset written and a small arrow that points to this exact place. So what I want to do is to insert one tip of my pair of tweezers, and the other one I'm going to connect this metallic part right here that goes to the plus, and the watch should reset to 12 AM. So usually all digital watches that you have to perform the AC reset on are going to reset to 12. Casio watches, Casio G-Shock watches, Timex watches, Armitron watches, and other digital watches as well. This is a good indication that we have correctly made the AC reset. Now all that is left to do is to assemble the watch back together. Once again, the watch is in the same position as it was initially, and I'm going to place the back just like this. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, we have this O-ring, so this rubber gasket that actually ensures the water resistance. We should also clean the watch a little right here. Maybe if you have the option to grease the watch, the gasket, you can also do that, but only in case you need to do that, and in case, let's say, you actually go and perform diving activities or stuff like that. Otherwise, you don't need to stress about that, because this is going to still retain a very decent water resistance. Now, once again, I'm going to put the watch back on its position, just like that. In case you remove the gasket, make sure to put it back in its groove that you find inside the watch, and make sure that when you put the back together, you do not actually go over the gasket. So in case the gasket moves a little, you are going to damage the gasket by putting the back on its position and using the screws in order to tighten it. Here I'm going to screw them down all the way. I'm not going to tighten them all the way because I'm going to do that at the end in order to make sure that they are tight, but not too tight, as I mentioned. Good. And the last one. Now I'm going to tighten them a little, just like that. You can feel it to the wrist of the resistance. You don't want to go too far over, so you want to tighten them a little, but not too much where you actually, let's say, damage the plastic or even the gasket inside. Now we have the watch back together, and all we need to do is to put the strap back. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you in case this is the first time, but if you have this pin remover, it is going to save you a bunch of time. This is going to be very useful for replacing straps, so I would definitely recommend to buy the basic watchmaker toolkit in order to have it. Now I'm going to place the part with the buckle at 12 o'clock, and as you can see, I pushed the pin on one side a little bit more so that I can actually insert it inside one of the holes, and then I'm going to make sure that I do it on the other end. But you always want to make sure that the first hole is inserted correctly, so I have inserted the pin. So now with the other end of the pin remover, I'm going to grab the tip of the pin and I'm going to push it inward. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Just like that. And now you can either hear a small click or you can actually feel it that now it is tight. Make sure to test it a little to make sure that it went all the way. And I'm going to repeat the process on the other end as well. So once again, I push the pin a little bit more on one end in order to get inside the first hole. Now I'm going to push the strap downwards. And now, as you can see, once again, I'm going to use this end in order to grab the other. Going to do it like this so that you can also see it. So I'm going to push it inwards and then to the left. Just like that. Now I'm going to move it a little until I hear that click, and voila. Now we have the strap put back onto the watch. We have replaced the watch battery. We have done the AC reset. Everything went smooth. So guys, in case you managed to do this as well, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know if you managed to successfully do the battery replacement. Guys, if you found this video useful, please consider hitting the thanks button and supporting our channel. This way we can keep creating free content for watch lovers just like you. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It really means a lot. Also, in case you want to learn how to set the time, the date, how to use the stopwatch, the alarm, how to switch between AM and PM on this particular model, so the Armitron Pro Sport digital watch, I have a guide in the description box below. It is also going to work for other models as well that feature the 4 buttons, as you can see, 2 on each side. If you are into vintage watches, guys, make sure to also check out our website vintageradar.com, because we have thousands of vintage watches for sale. Link in the description box below, as well to all the tools and the watch battery that I have used today. Everything is going to be found in the description and in the pinned comment. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next one.